ElYSIUM to kick off the Complexity Valorant Invitational. This is a best of one as we get you guys into the action as soon as we possibly can. We're already seeing ElYSIUM start us off with a bit of a heavy early hit onto this A site. They're just going to funnel right in through short and showers, and so far it seems like they've managed to get control of the site.
Yeah, they have good smoke coverage all the way down, all across the center of the site. They didn't waste any time getting in here, but AGM has done a pretty good job fighting back, trying to get a little bit of U-Haul control back in, and that is a brilliant shot from Sharky right as the portal started. They are able to get their players, though, over to B. They will get the plant, but it's going to be a 3-on-2 retake favoring Complexity thanks to that brilliant shot from Sharky.
Yeah, that really was beautiful to watch. Hell of a way to kick off the tournament as well. I do like what we saw out of ElYSIUM, a little bait switch early on, but Complexity seems to be holding up just fine. As ElYSIUM falls apart, the numbers were too strong for Complexity, and the first round is going to go in their pockets. To back off, and you see the death ball from ElYSIUM just slowly working its way up B long. They have a decent idea of where they've come up, and that paranoia is going to come out and impede things for just a moment. The smoke, excuse me, I'm going to go through all the utilities. Before I get in, it's going to go out next. P3 rips them apart, a 4K on the round. It's just a bloodbath as ElYSIUM on the eco falls apart. Complexity take a 2-0 lead.
That we do see ElYSIUM doubling back now, and this is the luxury they've been granted by getting such an early pick. They can kind of poke and prod all across the map. They can try to force rotations and know that they're likely going to get a 5-on-2 on every site they hit.
Yeah, it really is. There are just so many options when you get that early pick, and we're seeing some of that play off. AGM is actually starting to rotate away already, and as he does that, the hit comes in. Cade's going to dash all his way through, hits him with the 180, lands the first shot, gets a second one, a third on the round for him here, as Complexity's just down to 2 members left. They're going to start to rotate their way in through the defending side. Jonapi has made his way onto the site. He's going to get paranoid, but still preserving his life for the time being. Oh, high swings. He's going to get taken out by Distorted. Jonapi keeps things interesting for now, but in a 1v3 dust, this is a brutal situation.
Especially now that he's been stunned and he's darted. I mean, he is really in a world of hurt. He is getting clobbered by grenades, drones on top of him now as well. He's been darted again. My goodness, this man just can't seem to catch a break as he attempts this 1v3 clutch. He is just absolutely boxed in the tube here. He is being packaged and looking to get shipped out of the round. But as I say that, he's fighting back a little bit here. I think time, though, is his biggest enemy. Even if he gets the frags, he will not have time to defuse, and it won't even come to that. Cade will walk out with the quad kill. And again, that was just a
rope and go elsewhere.
They know how to play default bind, right? Like, they have their Cypher taking showers control. They have the boom bot being used to push off hookah and get control of that area as well. And that's the two things you really want on a default on the attacking side of bind. You want to have hookah. You want to be pressuring showers. You want to make it hard for Complexity to get reads, get information, make proper rotations. You really want to just try to settle in and give yourself a launching pad. And as you can see, they've gotten everything that they've wanted, and now they will be drifting back together over towards A for a split up short, and showers. A good one-way smoke does get put up there on double stack. That will probably slow ElYSIUM down for a moment and maybe give Complexity a bit more time to kind of figure out how they want to rotate. But as it stands, they only have 2 on the site, and no one's really begun the drift respawn just yet, but now it's starting for Complexity. Will they get here in time?
Here the showstopper has been used. Cade goes in. A is able to get 1 as AGM is on the sidelines for the rest of the round. The reinforcements of Complexity start to arrive as ElYSIUM looks to get the spike down. Just 30 seconds left, and that's no longer going to be a factor. The Rolling Thunder is going to push everyone out as Cade gets stunned up. Jonapi swings, not able to get the important frag there. ElYSIUM stands strong. Complexity just down to 1 left. Sharky in once again a brutal situation. 70 health. He's got the ult. Got a couple of smokes. This is a difficult spot to be in nonetheless as the clock continues to tick away. Tries to stick in his Cloudburst, taps it, the bullets come through. He's able to get 1-4 on the round. Drops down to 1v1, goes on top, and he gets taken out at the hands of Campion. 2-2 here. Oh, I like what we're seeing out of Complexity here. Understanding that they're on pistols and try to bring something a little different, a little spicy. And it pays off as they're able to get an opening pick, especially when you're on a pistol. If you can go 1-for-1, you're sitting pretty.
Absolutely, but at least the reaction from ElYSIUM is swift. They are very quick to decide to just hit B, knowing where the vulnerability exists with Complexity, looking for that eco push on A side of the map. Now they have a 3-on-3 post play.
XP3 spots 1, tries to land some damage as Campion's going to back off. He got tagged up a little bit, but nothing really to write home about quite yet, as his health just continues to whittle away. Additionally, the spike has been planted. It's just a straight up 3v3 as Complexity starts to rotate over. The problem is Distorted's just on the other side of the smoke, XP3 is able to get one, but AGM is just waiting as soon as this goes down. There it is. He's going to get the kill. Swings looking for the second. Not able to clean that up. ElYSIUM, it was close. Dust, it was dicey. But Complexity is able to get the defuse.
And I like that adjustment from Complexity not to get that up for free.
Yeah, if you saw there, XP3 hit a fake little teleport. Meanwhile, Sharky pushes his way down B long, able to get an opening pick. Now, what that's going to do is divert all of the attention of ElYSIUM over on A, where Complexity has a couple of members, but it might be a difficult thing to stand up against anyway. XP3 is able to get the opening frag as Troyboy gets paranoid, but manages to sneak his way in anyway. Clean shots out of AGM. Give him a second, and the spike goes down.
Yeah, this is pretty much a foregone conclusion. Now XP3 will do the formalities to put it away. It's going to be a 3-2 split here from ElYSIUM, it seems like. Starting to set up as Cade begins to creep in. Drone coming up along B to clear out Octagon. Turret cleared out as well. AGM trying to battle it, but now smoked off.
Flash out.
He's starting to see them start to rotate over. AGM had invested his utility here. There's the Hunter's Fury as it looks to tag up AGM. Kairos looking to get one, at least, but no. Jonah P, on the other hand, is able to get two. However, as Campion trades one out as he drops. The spike has been planted. It's a 4v3 in favor of Complexity. They have the numbers advantage, but note, ElYSIUM has the Rolling Thunder. If he can stay alive, there's the possibility for something spicy here as Ohai's looking to clear a little bit of space. He's going to get flashed up. He's back off. He swings, gets one, not able to get the second. XP3 does take out the final member of ElYSIUM. Complexity holds fast.
It really has been, and kind of, as you said, AGM is new on that role as a Killjoy. He's played a lot of games on it now, but he was formerly a duelist, but he's really been adjusting well on how to use that utility, and they are stuffing company here from ElYSIUM, but Cade has been able to get an entry. That's big, but XP3 strikes right back.
Yeah, and you even saw Sharky go ahead and take a step back, understanding that they're so good on the retakes, even if they lose control, they're going to be just fine. The Rolling Thunder is going to be traded back out, this time out of Complexity. As Sharky gets another one with the dagger. Give him the third. That was filthy. As he looks for more. Up on top, he's not able to land the shots onto Cade. He's able to trade it out. It's going to be a 1v2. Cade certainly not going to have it in him. AGM's able to take care of him, and it looks like the defuse is going to go down as well. Complexity once again showing proficiency in retakes. Yeah, you see the Sova start to clear things out, make sure there's nobody lurking around in market. The nice thing, at least for Complexity, is they have, I believe it's Ohai, who's still playing back by spawn, so he's going to be close. He can react quickly if need be, but that's certainly the play here for ElYSIUM, knowing that they've gotten at least that much information. They know where they want to go. There's the ultimate that's going to be coming out. Surely he's... It was a fake! It was a fake! It was a fake the whole time! Complexity is going to pull the rope, and they're going to get back over to B. Meanwhile, ElYSIUM had their eyes set on this the entire time! Has been planted. There's an opening pick from Sharky. As you hear, the showstopper has been used, just creating space, buying time. They spot where the last member of ElYSIUM is in a 1v3. They've got him dead to rights. He's going to get CC'd up. He swings. Jonah P takes him out. Complexity, even with the smoke and mirrors coming out of ElYSIUM, managed to take the round away. An impressive, impressive opening here from Complexity.
Yeah, I don't know, other than something even more explosive, maybe up hookah. That's like really the only thing I haven't seen them do. There's no tripwires they have to worry about, so they could try something like that later. But right now, we are seeing aggression from AGM in showers. He's found the entry on the Choi boy. He's had a tough game. And they are going to respond by coming up short, which is the opening, but Complexity are ready for this. They're totally fine. They're already getting rotations.
Yeah, and they're going to have a bit of a pinch. The one thing that that Complexity needs to keep an eye out for is the teleport. They've totally abandoned B, and there's nobody holding down U-Haul. They can pull out there if they want to, but no, they choose to go aggressive through pipes, and they're welcomed by the warm, open arms of Ohai. 3K on the round, 9-2 for Complexity. They've got some room to work with here onto the B site as Complexity starts to pull resources over.
Yeah, problem is, though, that they know now exactly where every Complexity member is located with that ult there from Choi boy, so this makes things easier for ElYSIUM to figure out where things are open for them. They will get this spike planted. There's some coverage coming in as well. A good nade is going to damage Kairos quite a lot. He just barely gets away. Can they hold off a Complexity retake? They have the numbers to do it. It seems like it should go their way.
Oh, that was such a big pick. Complexity had a chance there to pull it off, even at the numbers disadvantage, but Ohai needed to come up huge there. Complexity seemingly has lost this round. It was a hell of a Herculean effort for the vast majority of that half. but ElYSIUM looks like they're going to be able to pull this one off. XP3 drops in a flawless round.
A lot of rounds. But certainly the whole half was quite strong. And we'll see if Complexity can finish this off quickly or not, as they are going to waste no time attacking A. Smoke on Heaven. Sharky dashing in, spots them in the sight, does a lot of damage, but can't find the kills. And instead, ElYSIUM are the one stamping out Cole. It's all on XP3 hiding inside this portal. He's hating it.
Yeah, I think the one silver lining, if there was one, is that he does have the spike. Oftentimes in chaos like that, right?
Yeah.
Like the spike drops and it's often in the middle of the site, and the poor bloke, he's sitting there by himself in a 1vx, can't get anywhere near it. There's the possibility. Again, because he has
That's
it in his
the
pocket,
one
but it's
bean
tough.
on the scale in his favor.
Yep.
But there's a whole sack on the other side he has to try to break through. But we'll see. He's got a lot of time, though it is dwindling. You know what? He might be able to teleport into the site and maybe at least start planning, as both players are more towards U-Haul. He can't know that, though. For all he knows, there's one Heaven or something like that. But maybe he teleports across and gets a plant somehow.
Yeah, and you see, I love the setup from ElYSIUM here. Knowing the situation that they're in, they've just kind of split the resources, right? They had 2 over at B, 2 over at A. XP3 looks like he's going to try to go hunting here, but he's running out of time. Troyboy is able to take him out. Sitting in smoke now. The Paranoid goes through, hits elbow. Sharky dashes in. Sharky's able to get one, even though he was CC'd as well. He's spotted him getting away, but it seems like Complexity has gotten onto the site anyway. The Sheriffs are just doing work. Dust, as ElYSIUM's just down to 2 members left, and the spike is down.
And Complexity knows exactly where the retake has to be coming from due to AGM playing the Pearl. They know it has to be coming from back halls, and so now they can just put their focus on this one area and absolutely light ElYSIUM up. But as it fades, they'll see if they can't punch their way through.
Oh, Distorted's going to get tagged up. He's going to drop a Paranoid to buy some sight. Hopefully keep things at bay. He swings, and Jonah P is able to take care of him. ElYSIUM's just down to 3 members left, as is Complexity. The spike is not down, and it's not even on the site yet. They pull the rope. Complexity takes the teleport. They're going to rotate all the way over. Troyboy is there, but Dust, all he has is a Frenzy.
But he can still hold the spot. They catches him way off guard. He gets a cam down the site as well, and now the rotation from K-Rose comes into play, and that was brilliant from ElYSIUM.
Well, and even you think about the ultimates that Complexity has to work with. They have the lockdown, they have the Blade Storm, they have the Showstopper. They can invest everything here and secure the round. ElYSIUM does have the Rolling Thunder to kind of counter it out. But if Complexity wants to invest here, and that's exactly what they're going to do, they should be able to get onto the site with relative ease. There's the lockdown that's going to come through, and that should give them a bit of room to work with. Troyboy is still in hookah and could potentially get locked up, but it seems like Complexity has gotten onto the site, and the spike is going to go down. There was one player detained. It was Troyboy, but it looks like, yeah, it's bait. I love that. It was bait the entire time. That's when the resources show up. He isn't going to get taken out. It's still a very winnable round here. For ElYSIUM, I love where Ohai's position, though. He's set up on the flank. He's behind them. Sharky with the op is able to... It does not connect. First time doesn't connect, the second time either. Has been used, but the third time's the charm. Ohai's able to take care of him with the Showstopper as well. ElYSIUM's just down to 1 member left, and not for long. The operator sings true.
It all depends on how things play out, on how much they want to put into it. You're exactly right. The Omen ult will go into a Heaven position, but look at the response from ElYSIUM. Even though XP3 gets the kill and has a Heaven control, they've lost everywhere else on the map. That is a brilliant round from ElYSIUM. Just such great fragging all across the board.
Additionally, take a look at how ElYSIUM's starting to rotate through. They went through showers. They're working their way all the way through spawn.
Yeah.
Complexity, the one thing for them is that they do have the spike around B long telly. So if they do get pinched in, they could go ahead and dash out. But it looks like they want to invest onto the side here. If they move quickly enough, the resources from ElYSIUM won't be here in time. The spike is going to go down as XP3 is able to plant it. Sharky looking to clear out elbow. But there's just so much lack of information for Complexity here, as ElYSIUM has managed to hold fast. They're buying so much time for their teammates to show up, for their cavalry to arrive. But for now, Complexity's still holding on. Troyboy looking to swing. He's going to get smoked out. Looking to find anything as Ohai drops. Cade works his way in, and oh no, it's a bloodbath. As Complexity begins to fall apart, Cade's able to get another one. It's just down to 1 member left. I believe that's AGM, who's just holed up in hookah, trying to fend things off. The defuse is going to come through as well.
About this, which means A is now wide open. The cam will spot it, however, so they're able to transition back pretty quickly.
Yeah, we'll see what Jonah P does to get back over to his teammates. Complexity has gotten onto the site.
Ouch.
Huge pick. Man, Distorted going down there is enormous. Ohai able to hold the angle, but Cade is able to take him out. ElYSIUM's just down to 2 members left. Complexity still have control of the site, but Cade, who's pulled off highlight play after highlight play, not going to have an opportunity here as AGM takes care of him. Choi Boy, the last one left, a sitting duck. Here as he's flanked from a couple of different members. The turret's going to spot him. The swing from AGM, not timed quite right to get the kill, but Choi Boy still has an opportunity here. Nice shots, but AGM's classic on this map as Complexity drops one early on. Distorted sitting in a cheeky little spot here, not going to get flashed, but the flash doesn't matter if you eat a couple of Vandal bullets along the way. K-Ross with the Hunter Fury wasn't able to tag anything up, but Campion is, as he swings out. Campion Cade, once again, heroes time and time again. Campion with the 3K on the round. ElYSIUM take one out of Complexity.
They don't know if they have no information anywhere else in the map. That's the one scary thing for Cole going into this. They're a little bit blind.
Blinding.
Early flash as they clear out Garden and mosey their way towards B. There's the ult from AGM. They haven't fully rotated over. ElYSIUM hasn't. It looks like they're willing to wait this one out before they even pull off of A, and that's going to be a perfect opportunity for Complexity to work their way in. They're going to dash their way into elbow onto the side. Jonah P looks like you're going to be able to get the spike down, but keep in mind that showstopper's still a problem. There it is! It doesn't connect onto anyone! That could have been the difference maker, and it comes up empty. Ohai now gets one, and he pulls it off much better than his opponent did. ElYSIUM's just down to 2 members left. Campion's able to keep things interesting as he gets one. A second on the round for him, caught with his proverbial pants down, and it's just Choi Boy by himself in a 1v2 trying to keep the map alive, but no, Complexity hold fast and win 13-10.